Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? Happy Tuesday to you. So this reading does come out either on a Monday or a Tuesday. Here it is. And thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. So every week I come here and I do readings for a few minutes on each of the signs from Aries to Pisces. I've marked everything down below. So if you're interested in scrolling this video to find what you need, that should be pretty easy. But please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You have your sun sign. You know what that is already. And, you know, what kind of sun sign are you? And that depends on your moon and your rising. So please find that information somewhere on the internet. It is free everywhere. All right. Last thing I want to tell you is that there is a reading sale. The sale starts now and it will go until October the 31st. You'll have 10% off any of my reads. Please go take a look. There is a link in the description around the flowers. You will need the code to get your discount. Thank you so much for doing that. All right. And for those of you who've already booked, gosh, thank you so much. It's been a really beautiful time I've had here. On YouTube. I wished I would have done it sooner, but it's been beautiful getting to know all of you that I've been reading for. Thank you for that. All right. The Empress just popped out. Just going to say Aries. So here we are. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's start with you. Dear Emperor, start us in here. This is a sneak peek for this week for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Aries this week, please. Excuse me. Aries this week. Ooh. Somebody's been standing their ground. On what, Aries? It would be unlike you to stand your ground, Aries. Not so much, right? Oh, okay. All right. Got the Lovers here. Standing your ground. You need victory. That's very curious energy here, Aries. It feels, the fact that the Seven of Wands has come out first tells me that that's the top of the thing. It's like the most that's on your mind, right? Top of your mind is the Seven of Wands. Things are quiet. We're at a gridlock or a deadlock, or I'm not moving. I'm not saying anything. So if you're going to do it, you better do it. Like, it feels like that. The Lovers is here, right? It feels like there is a choice coming up that you need to make as it pertains to love. I think what you do want is, again, the Seven of Wands with the Six of Wands tells me that you're just standing ground on the victory. Look, I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting go of this until I get it. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Yeah, I can't let it go. I can't let this soulmate go. The Six of Wands is victory, right? Getting a lot of attention. It is, yeah, a little bit of being on your high horse. It's a little bit of ego. Interesting. I also want to say that you've not had the easiest time in this life up to here. Six of Wands is about coming from the war, getting victory after a dark time. The Four of Cups is telling me you're bored. You're bored, or you haven't taken action, or you're not. It's like you've been in this spot for a very long time because of the Seven Wands. We're standing ground on our emotions. I'm not giving you anything. I'm not giving you my emotions. It feels like somebody needs to make a decision here. I think it's you. You need to make a decision about what you're going to do. Because I feel like there is somebody here who you're incredibly attracted to. This is someone I think that you're not only attracted to because of their physical beauty. They have a fortunate meat suit, Aries. You're not only attracted to them because of that, but I feel like you're attracted to them because this person is fire energy. Right? This person is not waiting for you. I always see her as standing there. You know, she's taking the opportunity with me. Are you coming or not? Like, I don't have time to wait for you. Yeah. Yeah, because where she goes, everything grows, right? And I feel like that's might be an energy that some of you might be attracted to. That's the energy that I'm getting here. The attraction is this person is also in their fire energy. They're living with passion in their life. And I think that you like that. You want that victory as well. You want to share that victory with this person, I feel. You see somebody as yourself, somebody who's a real go-getter, somebody who will take your information under advisement, but you know what? I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and that's the truth of it. Whatever benefits me. Seven of Cups, you know exactly what you want. Interesting energy here. So, Aries, I think that this week is the week that I feel like you make your decision finally. A decision that you didn't want to make. You were holding your ground, but I feel like as the weeks tend to go by, you have your back. As the weeks tend to go by, I feel like it's almost like a momentum building is what I wanted to say. It feels like you have your back to the situation. You're trying to forget. You're trying not to have feelings for the Queen of Wands, but I don't think you're doing a very good job of it. I feel what you do want is victory with the Queen of Wands, and I think this is a decision that you might come about this week. Seven of Cups is like, I know what I want now. The Seven of Cups no longer distract me. I'm not worried about it. I don't worry about it. I don't want anyone else but this person. Yeah. I would say that the Seven of Cups in the upright is the overwhelming emotions, but in the reverse is a resounding, I know what I want. It's a resounding yes. So, this person that I think that you have not told your feelings to, look, the Four of Cups has got their back to the Queen of Wands. So I feel like because you're standing your ground that you also have not told this person how you feel about them, and that's why you're in the Four of Cups. We have the Lovers here. You need to make some sort of big decision. As it pertains to love, you might be dealing in soulmates here, right? So it feels like you have to make a decision possibly between two soulmates. Yeah, that's what it is. The Three of Wands, the ships that are coming in is a soulmate here. Got the Nine of Pentacles and you're not single. Or maybe like when I see the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, when I say not single, I mean that you're in a relationship with somebody, but you're not married, you're not engaged, you're not living together. You know what I mean? It's fairly new. It feels like, you know, it could go either way. It feels like you're really going to have the confidence to make a big decision as it pertains to love. I think you're going to be deciding between two soulmates. I feel like you've had your back to one of them, and I think that you could be with one of them and have your back to the other one. I think you have your back to the one that has fire, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. So the one who you desire, the one who you're very, you just like sigh when you look at this one. Yeah, you're just like, wow. I think that this person is all of it for you. I think that they are the star. They're healing. They are someone who lights up a room. They're bright. They're intelligent. It's Aquarius energy. And this person's the Emperor. Feminine or masculine, they're carrying it all. So they're a business owner or someone who is at the top of the food chain. And I think that really kind of is a turn on for you. Yeah. I think you want to talk to this person. We have Ace of Swords here. I think that you are thinking about talking to this person, but I think that the last time you spoke with them, that there was no way to resolve something. There's the Five of Swords, right? 4 and 1 is 5. And it feels like the Five Swords is like we need to get over this idea of we can't come to a resolve. Yeah, it's time to end the cycle. Just listening. 8 Swords. Okay, so somebody's up in their head about, do I love them? Do I want the commitment with them? Yeah, sorry, that's the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, and then we have, yes, you do. So I think that you're about to make a decision. I feel like you might be in a relationship right now or a job that, isn't terrible. It's not awful. It's not like, you have a good time in that relationship or, you probably connect with them emotionally, but it's an 8-cup connection. And the 8 cups is more of I could be happy here, but I know that there's 2 cups out there. I could have the apex of happiness forever if I'm brave enough to walk away. That's what it feels like you're doing. You're doing it for love because I think you see a commitment somewhere else. Could be dealing with Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini. What have you decided? You're deciding to close a chapter with someone else because you want to work on a long-term relationship with a different person. I'm just going to leave that right there. Heartbreak ensues. I feel like it's either someone is going to, you're going to find out someone's lying to you. That's the aha moment or the eureka moment. You're realizing someone's not being honest with you. And so I feel like you're closing one door and you're about to open another with the Emperor. Feminine or masculine, the person's carrying it all, doing their own thing, doing their business, whatever it is that keeps them busy as the Emperor. And this is someone that has a light from within like no other. Yep. All right. We'll leave that there. Thank you for that energy. All right, Taurus, here we are. This is you, my bull gang. How are you? Hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We are looking at this week. Sneak peek for this week, Taurus. I am your bully sister. I have a Taurus Sun. All right. Here we go. Tell me about Taurus, please, this week. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching, thank you. Don't forget to scroll back to the beginning of the video if you want to know about the reading sale that's on. All right, here it comes. Feels like we're tired of waiting. I don't want to wait anymore. I'm going to go out and get the ships. I'm not going to wait for anybody to come bring me flowers. I'm going to plant my own damn garden. That's what it looks like. Tell me about Taurus for this week. Sneak peek for this week. Here you are. Ooh, and there it is. So, what I want to say is that I feel like you have someone coming at you. Taurus, we've been talking about this person for a little bit, right? Yeah, been following you around in your readings here, this Knight of Wands. I think they're in the future. They're coming back in the future, right? Because they're in the future, but they're looking at you, deciding, making a decision that you're not going to wait anymore for a commitment. They're waiting. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like you've been waiting and you're like, nah, I want the commitment. And if you can't give me the commitment, I'm good. This person here, they come back. But you know what? This is the kryptonite. Yes, it's all lovely and wonderful and desirable and delicious when you two are together. But this person is the one that doesn't give you stability. Thing is we got 4 wands here. I'm not going to ignore that. It feels like this person is coming back. This Knight of Wands is coming back, I feel, to give you more stability? Question mark? That seems really odd, but it does feel like that to me. It feels like the Knight of Wands is coming in. It's like the ships that are coming in. You may not be there when the ships arrive, is what I'm going to say. Because the 3 of Wands tells me that that you don't want to wait anymore. Yeah, you don't have to wait anymore. I want to say there's been limited communication with this Knight of Wands. I think that you've been in your lane, minding your business, honestly. I think you've been quiet with the Knight of Wands. I don't think that you're pursuing that person, but I think that person is about to come back and pursue you. And, you know what the thing is that the 3 of Wands is in the reverse, and that's no doubt 4 wands, but 3 of them are in reverse. So just be aware of that, right? So don't let this person lie to you. Don't let them come in and make it feel all comfy cozy that you have stability, and then, realizing they haven't changed. I I think that this person is coming back confident, though. They're coming back a little more confident, or a lot more confident. They're coming back possibly because they're single. And it feels like this person is probably quite attracted to you, or is feeling like you've been waiting for them energetically. I think that you've just been chilling in your energy here, Taurus. I feel like the Hierophant is giving me the energy of, yeah, and, you know, like this person is not amused and really doesn't care if the other person's coming back. I'll deal with it in the way that I usually deal with things, my doctrine. I'll deal with it the way I usually deal with things when it appears. Now, I think that this Knight of Wands is coming back to see if you're single, or wants to know if you're single. One more, please. They're worried you're going to get away. Okay, the Three of Wands in the reverse, right. They're ooh, careful, because this person feels pretty confident that you're not going anywhere. That's what I think. I think that they're very confident in their manifestation skills. They also see you as the Magician. Oh, yes. So it almost feels like that you've got a connection with the Knight of Wands. You have a connection with them in the 5D. And so, because as above, so below, and we have the Magician with all the aces. So I want to say that your energy, the manifestation is that you're calling this person back in. I want to say, though, that this person feels like you may not be there when they get back. Or for others of you, they're a little too cocky or confident. I'm not only good looking, I've got my crap together too. Yeah. As if Taurus is going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It kind of feels that way. I feel like it's kind of on again, off again communication between you and the Magician, though. I feel like this person is trying to manifest you. Oh, they're manifesting stability and confidence and the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me why this communication has been shady, sketchy, on again, off again. What's this? Seven of Cups. So somebody's feeling overwhelmed. Could be you, could be them. Somebody can't seem to make a decision. They have a lot of opportunities or options as it pertains to emotional space, the heart space, right? Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is about to settle down, it feels like. Somebody's about to, ooh, okay. I think, Taurus, that this person, if they've been quiet with you, and I don't mean that you've had a terrible parting, then you know why they're quiet with you. I feel like if this is someone who has just sort of backed away a little bit, or that kind of situation, maybe it's just gone quiet for a little bit. I don't think it's a very long amount of time. I want to say that that person is really thinking. They're thinking about commitment. They're thinking about settling down. They want some stability. I think I said this to you once before. Did you tame the King or the Knight of Wands? You've got the Knight of Wands thinking in a pentacle way. So in a way in which this person feels that maybe you make them feel more settled, or make them feel more, maybe they know they can depend on you. So maybe this isn't cocky at all. Maybe this is somebody who knows that they can depend on you and come back whenever they want, because you'll always invite them in because you love them, or because you have feelings for them. But I wonder, it's almost as if somebody's trying to come in to offer some sort of half-assed stability, I'm going to say. And it feels like this person wants to settle down, that they do have feelings for you. But I also feel like it's overwhelming for them to speak to you about it. Also, they could have other people. Yeah. I feel like your person's had some sort of revelation. because it goes from the Knight of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. I feel like your person is growing from a knight to a queen, feminine or masculine. Take it as it resonates. That this queen, this beautiful queen, also has masculine energy, right? So I feel as though this person is transforming. It's like your stability here has taught them that it is safe or it will move slow, and that you are very kind and caring and doting and loving and healing. Oh, that might be why the Four of Swords is here as well. So I think they're coming back. And for some of you, that could be terrible news. For others of you who are hoping that this person would change, telling you, I think that they may want to change. They've been worrying about it. They've been worrying about settling down. They want to talk to you. They're going to send a message. They've been worried about sending the message to the Emperor. So I feel like if you are someone who is the Emperor, that this person has been hesitating to send you a message because they think you're really busy. They think you don't have time for them. They think your life is very busy. They see that you carry it all. For others of you, it could be the other way around. It feels like you might receive a message from the Emperor. Take it as it resonates. Someone who has been silent with you, and that's what I was feeling here. It feels like this person was silent with you because of healing, and I want to say that they've grown in some sort of an emotional capacity. So when I see the Queen of Cups and this, when I think that this is your person, it feels like this person has gone like through some sort of a change of heart or transformation or a feeling of, you know what, Taurus gives me everything I need. Taurus is the Empress in disguise, right? Yeah. So you could be dealing with someone who is Aries, who could be Taurus like you. Aries is here again. Yeah. All right, Taurus. All right. Here we go. Let's talk a little bit about Gemini. How are you, Gemini? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you skipped the beginning of this video, you might want to go back if you're wanting a private read because they are on sale. All right, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, Venus and Jupiter. All right. What's going on here with Temperance in the reverse? It feels like it's not quite time for something to happen here. Tell me about Gemini, please. We've got Temperance in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. Just causing a little bit of worry. I think you're about to reveal something. Reveal something to someone. Your someone could be Pisces, could have Sagittarius in the chart. We have the Ace of Wands here, and I think that the Ace of Wands is here with the High Priestess because it feels like there's like going to be a path that's going to be revealed to you, or you might have someone reveal that they're very passionate about you. It's going to throw you off just a little. I think that you know that this was coming. I think that you knew that this was coming, or you know that this is coming. You've been feeling it in your gut. Yeah. I just felt for a second like anxiety at the top of my stomach that went right through and flew out the back. That's what it felt like. Yeah, it feels like every once in a while when you think about this situation, you might get a little bit of a feeling of anxiety, or understand that anxiety and excitement can feel the exact same way, but it just depends. Is there an animal chasing you? Do you know what I mean? You'll know when it's fearful and when it's just excitement. So it could definitely be excitement I'm feeling as well. So either something's to be revealed or the silence will break here. Something like that. It's almost time for some sort of new path to open for you, Gemini. Wow. I think that you know that this is going to be coming. I think you've been knowing it. It's the Empress. There we go. You've been worried about this. So I think that you're planning something. That's what it feels like. You're about to reveal. You're about to reveal your feelings here. The Ace of Wands is present. You're about to tell somebody that you are incredibly attracted to them, that you or want to engage more with them, I feel. And I think the person that you're going to reveal that to is the Empress. Now, I just saw the Eight of Swords pop in or pop out and back into the deck. I want to say that you have been up in your head or obsessively thinking about, how do I do this? When do I do this? I feel like you will know when it's time. So stop panicking. Stop panicking that time's running out, because Temperance is always in reverse for a reason. And it could be that it's not, first and foremost, always, maybe it's not the moment of alchemy just yet. There are things that are just not in a perfect place enough for this whole thing to come together. So I want to say that if you are someone who's thinking of pursuing the Empress, I think you're worrying about that, because you're like, when should I do it? I don't know when I should do it. And I want to say that you will feel it when it's time. You will feel it, because you're showing up here as the High Priestess. You're showing up here as someone who's very into their gut, knows what's what as it pertains to their intuition. Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. Yeah, it's not, the foundation's not ready. I want to say they're pouring the concrete. The foundation's not ready. It's this moment of time where you're in the gray still. It's like I'm seeing a flamingo. It's a card that is in the deck, one of the oracle decks that I use, and it's got color on one side and the gray. It feels like you're only halfway out of the gray, is what I want to say. It's not quite time for you to pursue, but I think you're worried about it. I think you're worried about, when is it going to be the time? When am I going to know? I feel like right now your Empress is likely in, I want to say that when the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse for me, it's like they're taking care of themselves. Because the Queen of Pentacles, when they're in the upright, is usually someone who's giving away to everybody, because Taurus is the overgiver, or Earth signs are the overgiver, right? We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth signs are the overgivers. And so the ones who give stability, I feel like that the foundation's not yet dry. We can't start to build a house yet. It's just not that time yet, with the Temperance in reverse as well. Tell me why you're worried about this Empress. Empress is Taurus and Libra, by the way. We've got Piscean energy with the High Priestess. Sagittarius is Temperance. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the Queen of Pentacles. Because you've been completely and totally disconnected from this person for a very long length of time. It's probably years. I don't think it's much more than 5, to be honest. But I think that it's been a long while since you've had any contact with the Empress. And I feel as though the Empress is currently taking care of themselves. They're going inward, which is exactly should be happening right now. It feels like it feels like, how can I say? Yeah, it feels like you're turning everything inward and checking on your abundance. Working on yourself, doing things for you. And I don't think that right now, the Empress is not really entertaining anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not really dating. They're not really talking to anybody. It feels like, the Queen of Pentacles is inward, is in the reverse. And so I feel like the Empress has kind of gone inward, and there's been no communication with this person at all. But I think you're thinking about it. You're trying to see it from their side. You may have been the one who yanked the whole thing, right? 5 of Pentacles is disconnect. And then we have the 8 of Wands. There it is. Yep. Oh, there it is right there. Judgment. So yeah, I think that you are wanting another shot or another chance, possibly. You want to try and resurrect something. It's been dead for 5 years or thereabouts. The 5 pentacles, each pentacle for me is a year as a reader, and that's why I'm saying that. But I feel like there is going to be a chance for you to resurrect something here. But what I want you to know is that it's not enough that you're in the Hangman energy. You really do need to take some energy to, communicate with somebody, reach out to them, that kind of thing. I think it's you that's supposed to do that, because I feel like you are the one who's got the judgment here. You feel like you're going to be judged by this person for not keeping in touch. You're going to ask them, can I come see you? Can I take you out for coffee? Page of Pentacles. A little something that you can materialize, get face to face in the 3D earth, right? And you're ready, I think, to... It feels like you've been holding on to this situation for a while and you're ready to liberate yourself from it. It feels like it almost made you feel stuck. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of feelings for the Empress. Got the Ace of Cups. And I feel like, but it's had you stuck and you've been holding this cup. You've been standing here holding this cup, Gemini. I feel like something has to come to an end for you first in the future before you are going to make your step forward to get the Empress. All right. Here we go, Cancer. This is you. Thank you, Cancer, for clicking here. If you missed it, there is a sale. Please back up and go to the beginning of the video. Marked it for you. All right, Cancer, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching a Cancer, thank you so much. All right. Tell me about Cancer, please, in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising. No, not the week ahead. This week. Oh, the Wanderer. Okay. The Wanderer and the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles are stars in this deck. Tell me about this week, please. More energy for this week. Hierophant. Do you really need it, though? Cancer, I think this week you are in a tug and pull with yourself and the universe. Yeah, because the Hierophant is here, and I feel like there is a commitment in the future if you want it. I feel like currently you have your back to it. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to reconcile the self is what I think you're trying to do here. The Wanderer is that to me, someone who's at the beginning of their realization or awakened. They're seeing things clearer. It almost feels like an awareness. I feel like you've been holding on to this for a while. This could be someone who is quite traditional, someone who might be a spiritual teacher, the Hierophant, someone who could be Taurus. I think you've got your back to the commitment right now. I think that the Wanderer is here because you're wondering, is there any point in holding on to this? I feel like there's no communication. If it is a person we're talking about, there's no communication with that person. The Four of Pentacles is about being shut down or shut off. I'm not sharing anything with you. So I think that you have been shut down or shut off. And as you try and find the self and what you want to do next, it feels like it's pulling you closer and closer to the Hierophant. I've got Judgment. You're wondering if it can be resurrected. You're asking the universe, will you resurrect this? The universe says, here you go. If you want to do it, it's there. So the Judgment comes, and the Judgment is probably here right now. Right now, Cancer. I think it's here right now. It's in the center of the read, and you don't see it. I think that there's an opportunity for you to resurrect something that you think is shut down forever. Yeah. I think you're about to get some different information from the universe. It's almost like for some of you, you don't believe it's true. So it's almost like you're kind of ignoring it. Look at that. This card does always remind me of the Hermit. And yeah, it does feel as though you've been spending time alone. You've been quiet with someone, if this is a person. We've got Virgo and Taurus here. We've got Virgo and Pisces here. So you've been quiet with someone, I feel. And you've been inward, thinking about whether or not you want another commitment. Not really sure, and I think that's so great. Please always take as long as you need to make those big decisions. I feel like you're it feels like between the Hermit and the Wanderer, it feels like you're connecting to a source now. And I want to say now because although you're very psychic and usually quite connected to your source, I think for some of you, you deny the connection, you feel like it's luck, or you play it off as, you know, I'm not manifesting anything. Like it feels like somebody who is in a realization that I think you're going to realize that when you ask the universe a question, they do answer back, and it's very loudly. Yeah. I think it's going to come at a time when you're by yourself. It's a realization about the Hierophant. I think the Hierophant might be a person for you. There's more moon energy. Look, the full moon is coming up at the end of the month, 29th, a few days here. And so I feel like you do not see that judgment is here right now. You don't see that the universe has already provided the way for you to move forward if a commitment or a Taurus is what you want. The moon is here, and that's why you can't see it. I feel like you're spending a lot of time by yourself, and for reasons of, you know, self-preservation, for reasons of finding your light and having some realizations about yourself and about maybe wanting to move forward or ask for another chance. Tell me why the moon is here, please, for Cancer. Because I'm not sure. Is it over? You're not sure if you can be brave enough to do it. You're not sure if this is even in your toolbox. I feel like you worry that it's the end, that it really is an ending with the Hierophant. And what I want to say is that the silence that you hear, to me, is not death, is very much about the transformation. And sometimes the transformation takes time, and there's silence, and there has to be. But I feel like you don't really feel you don't feel brave anymore. You don't feel like you can move forward because it feels like it's over. But I want to say that all it is it's still. It's not over, it's still. But I want to say that's the sounds of transformation, is when you're in this energy here with the moon and the judgment, that's the sounds of transformation. Yeah. I feel like when you're going to feel like you can move forward. I feel like they're stuck at the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, which tells me that maybe you've had a lot of heartbreak, or you've had a horrible life. Like maybe it's been really tough and really hard, and you're carrying around the 9 Wands. In fact, I think you're using them. I think you're hiding behind them sometimes, behind the fear wall. I think that's about to come to an end. So is this worry. Worry about not knowing about what's going to happen. I think you're about to make a decision about something, because the Judgment card is here. Tell me about that. Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and Temperance. So you're about to resurrect something. You want to reach out to someone with some communication. The Ace of Swords is here. And then we have the High Priestess as well. And I feel like this is either a connection to a Pisces that you have, or it's you waiting for and using your intuition for the right moment in time, for the moment of alchemy. I feel like this is helping. I feel like this is going to be a shift of energy that you will feel, and what you will feel is that you're no longer scared of the dark. You're no longer scared, woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's just going to happen as it is. I'm not going to try and control the ending. And if there is an ending, right? We don't even know that there will be one. Look. In fact, it says Justice on the bottom of the deck. I don't think you need to be worried. Look. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups and Justice. You're getting justice and love. So if it is about love and you're heading forward to someone here, I feel like you're about to get some justice in that Ace of Cups you've been holding on to. There it is. So if you are someone who is going toward the Empress, lots of cups here all of a sudden. So if you are someone who's deciding to go toward an Empress, this I think is Taurus. I want to say that I think that the Empress is probably a Hierophant. So And the Empress is probably someone who is traditional, or maybe someone who is spiritual, quite spiritual, or a spiritual teacher. And I feel that you think that the Empress is your soulmate, so someone who's Libra or someone who's Taurus. Nonetheless, this person is someone who's quite evolved. They have a lot of lessons, so they're probably older. Some Empresses how can I say, level up later in life, but some do younger. So this person could be in their childbearing years, but they don't have to be. This person, you know, is all of it. It's everything that's in that Ace of Cups. The Empress is all of the abundance. And I feel like you're about to send some sort of a loving message. Moons in this deck are cups. So we've got the Page of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune. Look, there's nothing that's going wrong here. There's nothing that's going to go wrong here. It is what it is. It's going to be some changes, some hard changes as it pertains to the heart space or the things you're going to learn about love. But I feel like you're up for the challenge. I feel like it's going to be hard changes as it pertains to you bringing yourself out of, you know, out of the darkness, the moon. And I feel the Wheel of Fortune is here, which is changes, but nonetheless fortunate ones. Something's come full circle here, and the universe is here to say this is a fated moment in time. Yeah, the Page of Moons is about to hit the Wheel of Fortune, and then everything's going to grow, and that's why the Empress is in the future, because the Empress is, you know, is the upgrade. There's no upgrade from the Empress. I'm just saying. The Empress is the upgrade. You know that. I think that you know that. Yeah, I think that you do. All right. Leo, next is you. There we go. Here we go, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, my friends. Tell me about Leo. If you're cross-watching a Leo, thank you for doing that. If you missed the announcement of the sale, please go back to the beginning of this video. All right. Here we go. Leo, what's coming up this week for you, Leo? What's coming up for Leo this week? Something this week is going to be hard. These cards won't get back in order. All right. Tell me about this week for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about this week for Leo. Tell me about this week for Leo. All right. A decision to reach out to someone or have conversation with someone is going to work out in your favor, my friend. I think you've been kind of manifesting this moment in time. I want to say all the aces are in your hand. It's up to you. Whatever you've been dreaming about, you can materialize in the 3D. You're the magician. You've always been the captain of the ship. Always, always. It's always been up to you. Yeah. So we have the Ace of Swords, and that tells me that I feel like you want to speak to someone or you have something to say. I think you need some clarity. I feel like opening this communication is going to be a very abundant thing. The Wheel of Fortune is here, right? You could be dealing with someone who is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. We have fixed energies here. Ooh, someone who's kind of immovable, like you. Right. So the Wheel of Fortune is the planet Jupiter, which is abundance, which is currently retrograding, which means that you're going over the self. Because when it's retrograding, it's kind of looking on the inside, the abundance on the inside. What do I really want? And I think what you want is some sort of to open conversation or get some clarity or truth from someone. I think you are going to get that. I think that there are some changes coming up for you. Things are about to change, and I think that you have been wanting this change for a long while. I think you've been asking the universe for this change. Look, I'm just going to say it. The devil is here. And it feels as though the devil is lending to possibly an addiction. So for some of you, you might be telling someone or being honest with them that you have some type of addiction. But you don't want to say it. There's been no communication and you don't want to say it. For those of you who are not about to reveal an addiction to someone, I feel like you've been obsessively thinking about this conversation and what you're going to say and how truthful should I be? How much clarity should I give? Because the devil is kind of concealing stuff, right? Not really telling you the whole story, kind of holding some things back. It's like, it's almost manipulative a little bit, right? So I want to say that I feel like you've been thinking obsessively about a situation that you want to transpire. The Wheel of Fortune is here answering the Magician energy. It's like you wanted it, here it is. The Eight of Wands is in the reverse. So I want to say that if it is about communication with somebody, that it's been at a halt, or that, you know, there's no more messages. We stopped texting each other. Just listening. There you are. Again, I'm getting the energy of somebody's gonna reveal something that they feel is toxic, a toxic behavior possibly, and it doesn't have to be addiction, but we can't ignore that sometimes that's what the devil energy can lend to. It also could be fear, doubt, and maybe those are some of the things you want to talk about, that you have, you know, I feel like you've manifested what you want. Everything is here and ready to change for you. And I feel like you have some things that that are on your agenda for the new cycle. That's what it feels like. You have some things that you want to get done. And one of those things you want to get done is to have an honest and open conversation with someone that you've been silent with. This person is someone who makes you very happy, or who brings the sun. They could also be Leo, but they don't have to be. This is someone who is probably in a growth spurt. Maybe they're enlightened, or maybe they're quite energetic. Maybe they're someone who loves the spotlight, or who is in the spotlight. The Eight of Wands in the reverse is something that's moving slower than it should, or yeah, it almost feels like it's being held back by this devil energy. It's like the devil energy is holding back the conversation. There is something I feel that is going to be revealed. I feel like you're going to be in charge of that. So if you don't want to say anything, you don't have to. But I have a feeling that this week, you're really heavily thinking about what you should say, how you should say it, how honest should I be. The thing is, we go from the Eight of Wands in the reverse to the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that whatever goes on in this conversation, I feel like it's a revelation of some sort. You're telling someone, like you're telling them about you, or you're being honest with them now. You're kind of letting them in a little bit, it feels. Just listening. You're trying to make a decision, Leo, a decision that is really overwhelming you, because I think it has to do with feelings. And it feels as though you've been waiting to make a decision about something, but you have your eyes covered. You don't see the situation for what it really is. And I think that you don't see it possibly because the Two of Pentacles is here, because you are working a lot. You're very busy. And so while you're waiting, I think you're keeping busy. The Seven of Cups, though, tells me that you're kind of overwhelmed about making some sort of a decision here. It could be about a commitment, possibly. Ah, there it is. So you're struggling with making a decision because you have some really big feelings for someone. Really big feelings. The Ten of Swords is here. You feel like you're running out of time, that this cycle might close, and then that'll be it. So, I feel like this week is a week that you will be a lot of changes for you, and I'm going to say that the changes will start when you initiate the change, and that is to open up with somebody or make conversation with somebody here, because the Ace of Swords is always that. It's a new beginning, a new conversation, one that we should have had for a while ago. It took us a while to get here, but here's the Wheel of Fortune. Why is that? Nine of Swords. The Moon. You're scared of that this person isn't going to want to start with, like, isn't going to want to date you, or doesn't going to want you in their life if you're honest with them about whatever the toxicity is. Whatever the thing is you're scared of, or you don't want to reveal, or you don't really want to put a spotlight on. I think that you're scared that this person is not going to want to. Yeah, you're worried about what you don't know. You feel like what you can't see is that because you're honest with them, I think that the Fool is here. It starts a new cycle for you, which is what you really need. It starts a brand new chapter, and that brand new chapter is, I'm not going to hide from myself anymore. I'm not going to hide things in the Moon energy. Yeah, I think it's someone you haven't really been speaking with. The Knight of Swords is in the reverse. So maybe you feel like you said something that hurt this person. Yeah, you're going to reach out and ask them. There's the Hierophant again. So you may be dealing with the Taurus. It doesn't have to be. Those two cards are next to each other again. And so on. So I feel like you are going to be reaching out to someone. I think when you do, you'll be surprised that this is probably going to be the cause of a new beginning for you, or a new chapter, a new way of doing things. I feel like the reason that you're worrying is because of the Moon energy, because it feels like there has to be somebody has to reach out to the other one first in order to alleviate the situation, or cause a conversation where we're going to speak about it. What are we going to speak about, please? We're going to speak about the Ace of Wands. So a new passionate connection, or a new passionate beginning, or something that we are mutually passionate about. Two of Wands, you're making a decision to take a new path, to have an adventure. You're looking for someone to have an adventure with. There we go. Someone who is fun and free and feels young, or is young. Maybe there's I want to do this a lot, because it almost feels like there is a it's Three Wands is telling me the ships that are coming in for you, my friend, should you decide to be honest, is fun, flirting. It is you picking the path, making the change, making the difference in your own life, it feels like, because now you've decided that you're going to open this chapter with being brand new. So the Magician is here. You've decided to use the Magician holds all the aces. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords here. We're going to talk about possibly 4 wands, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Possibly talk about, maybe we can do something stable. Maybe we can give each other some stability in terms of a new beginning of some sort here. Tell me what the devil is what's the devil's energy, please? It almost feels like you're scared that this person is going to see you for who you are, and I don't think you like who you are. I think you might identify with El Diablo here. I think that you are, it feels like you're so hard on yourself that I think that you think this person's not going to want you because you have some imperfections. Well, guess what? We're all fighting the same imperfections. Not all of us are toxic. Not all of us have addictions, but all of us are sort of in a feeling of obsessively thinking about, what can I do next? How can I make life better? What do I want this time? So we have the Three of Pentacles. I think that that the person here that you want to have this new beginning with is someone that you really kind of respect. You know that they're on your team and they're on your team. It feels like maybe they look up to you or you look up to them. Someone who is already a friend. You already know this person in the 3D. I think you want justice in definitely some stable friendship, let's be on each other's team kind of energy. So we want to start building from the 3 Pentacles. I think that you're this person's friend currently. I don't think that you are dating them. I don't think that there is anything going on like that. I think it's silent right now. But I think you will get justice from this person, at least in terms of friendship at first, if you decide to move forward. There we go. You're the one that has to take the step forward, my friend. We've got the ace now, or sorry, the page of the Page of Swords, which is the one that's decided instead of watching. They're finally going to talk, because we do have the Ace of Wands here, or sorry, the Ace of Swords here as well. All right. All right, Virgo, this is you. Virgo, don't forget, we're getting close to your monthly reading, right? We're starting out with monthly readings. Thank you, by the way. Y'all gave me just about 500 views on that last video. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for all of that. So you will have one coming out in the next few days. All right, let's talk about it. Virgo, tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. All right, there's our reading. All right, all right. Well, Virgo, I think that you are holding out or holding on to an idea that you will be able to speak to somebody. We need to have a really big conversation. It feels like we've been closed down or shut off from each other. You could Virgo, be dealing with someone who is in swords. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We also have Taurus and Capricorn energy here. I feel like there has been silence between you and someone else, that there has been no conversation. And I don't care if you live in the same house or across the world. It feels like somebody here has been in silence. And I want to say that there has been also no communication between, like, it's like either we're giving each other the silent treatment, or it's been no communication right now, but I think you wish for it. I think you want to say something. You want to be honest and clear with someone. We've got the Six of Wands and the Nine of Cups. We've got the Page of Swords. I just heard Bruno Mars sing to me, "Been Locked Out of Paradise." Locked Out of Paradise, I think, is the name of the song. And so I want to say that you've been locked out of paradise. The Six of Wands is about getting a lot of attention. It's about getting a lot of attention and feeling really good about that. It's a little bit about ego. It is a little bit of Leo energy. And it does feel like you've been getting a lot of attention from other people, which has caused someone to either pull back or shut down or shut off. I think that you're holding out hope that this person who you see as your wish fulfillment is going to let you in and speak with you again, because it feels like you've been locked out of paradise. I want to say that because the Page of Swords is here, and the Page of Swords is more about watching each other, watching online, watching in the neighborhood, whatever it is. It feels like we're watching each other and we're not really talking. And the Four of Pentacles tells me that no one's being vulnerable. We're not saying anything. This could be someone that you already are in a long-term relationship with, but somebody you've been very silent with. Indecision. You're undecided about whether or not we should even do that. Should we have the conversation? I feel like the wish fulfillment card here with the Nine Cups is telling me that there could be a lot of partying going on. It could be, yeah, there could be too much drinking going on here. And I feel like when we get into conversations while we're having too many drinks or while we're at a party, that it doesn't end well. And then we stop talking, and now we're kind of watching each other. It feels like this is a long-term relationship that is kind of Magician and the Three of Cups. It feels like it does feel like it is a long-term relationship that somebody could be in that is not going very well. We're disconnected. You're probably in separation or separated or not talking to each other. Tell me more about this, please. I think that you want to talk to this person. I don't think you want to be locked out of paradise here. But I think you see this person doing a lot of partying. Or maybe that they're posting things online that maybe you think pertain to you. Pardon me. Tell me Tell me what needs to be said. What does needs to be said here, Virgo? Wow. I think the conversation that's coming here is going to be that someone is going to tell you that it's over, my friend. I want to say that with the King of Swords here, with the Nine of Cups, it tells me that somebody is ready to cut someone out, and then the Death card showed up, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So I want to say that like we end up being too busy to speak with each other. Somebody is revealed that that they've got like maybe a second job. I don't have time to talk to you. I don't think that there is enough foundation for this to hold up, and I think that's why it needs to end, or has already ended. I think it's a realization. The Moon in the reverse, it's like I've finally realized that this is a Two of Pentacles relationship. It should end. And the Two of Pentacles, right? It's not the Three. We don't really have a whole lot of balance here. Like it feels like in terms of maybe we're financially strapped and we're both working too much. We stop talking to each other, and maybe we end up going out and partying, like with our friends. You go with your friends, they go with their friends. It's this Nine of Cups. Yeah, it feels like silence. It feels like that your person is giving a lot of attention to other people, or going out, being social, going to parties, and that person is not talking to you. The Seven of Swords is here, and so is the Four of Cups. So it's like it's dead energy. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I have 2 cups. I don't know if I want to give 2 cups. The Four of Cups is here. The Ace of Cups is on the shelf though, right? The Ace of Cups is on the shelf, and we have the 3 cups here, right there. One, two, three. There is somebody's feeling left out. There's a light behind the Ace of Cups, so it almost feels like if somebody will pay attention that we could salvage this. That's what it feels like. But nobody's saying anything. We're not saying anything here. What are you seeing as you're watching this person? You're seeing them have new beginnings. You might see them dating. 7 of Cups is here. And you might see them being emotionally available to everyone else but you. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Tell me why you're quiet. My psychic friend. And you know what, Virgo, you do have psychic energy. I feel like you feel like if you say something that it's going to go off the rails. If you say anything, it's not going to work. The 5 of Swords is here. It's like we can't come to an agreement. We can't. We couldn't come to an agreement, and my gut is telling me that you got someone in the DMs anyway. Yeah. Because somebody's doing a lot of partying here. I don't know if it's you or them. I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles, yeah, we've withdrawn from each other. We're disconnected. Yeah. Ghost town. I feel like you're dealing with that this week, that you're figuring out how you're going to connect with your person, because you're on the outside looking in, right? How are you supposed to connect with them? I think you're going to have to show up at the family home wherever they live in order to speak with them. I think you might be met with somebody who is not very happy with you, but if you want to liberate yourself and talk about it, that's the only way you're going to do it. You're going to have to roll up on them at home. Yeah, I think that you're wondering, like, you know that this person is your soulmate, but I think that the Queen of Wands is in reverse, because I don't think she's ready to talk. I feel like she's taking care of the self. I feel like she looks like she's being selfish, but I want to say she might look like she's being selfish to her family, but I think that it's almost like when the Queen of Wands is in the reverse, it's almost like someone is pulling their power back, taking their own power back. I feel like if you want to liberate yourself from this situation, you're going to have to say something this week, because I don't think that this person is going to connect with you. Yeah, there's the Page of Cups, which to me is the surprise. I think that you're just going to have to kind of, roll up on them. I know that nobody likes the show up, right? But it is what it is. If you want to talk to this person, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to show up at their work, show up at their home, because I don't think they're going to communicate with you. All right, Virgo. Thank you. Here we go, Libra. This is you. It is Libra season. Happy birthday, my loves. I hope you're well. Let me know when your birthday is. And I've always wondered how close you are to, you know, being a cusp. So I like to know your placements as well. All right, here we go. Let's take a look, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for this week, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right. I think you have... So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. I feel as though you are feeling very disconnected from someone who possibly walked away. For others of you, I feel like you possibly might be deciding to disconnect to someone over the full moon, which I believe in the Northern Hemisphere, that is the 29th, I think, of September. Eight of Cups and the 9. It's like somebody wants to be brave and approach the Empress. Someone thinks they're going to get hurt again. This person is kind of holding up their wand to the Empress, right? Somebody feels like they're going to get hurt again if they try and move in for some sort of dropping of burdens. It feels like it's been burdensome that you sit in the Nine of Wands and that the Empress is in reverse. You may have offered a cup to the Empress and maybe the Empress turned you down. We do have the Four of Cups. This particular one shows me that someone looked right at the offer, and even though they looked at the offer, they just ignored it. I think that they ignored it in favor of maybe just being free. The Three of Cups is down in the bottom right-hand corner. It feels like somebody just wants to celebrate and have fun, and that's what it feels like. It feels like we're, I don't really want this opportunity with you right now. I'm not into falling in love. I'm into enjoying myself and having fun. The Empress is in the reverse, and there's a couple of reasons why that could be. First of all, maybe it's someone who is now, how can I say, maybe they're kind of a little bit out of control in their lives. They're not really listening to the universe. It could be that. But I mean, it could be one queen that is out of control. Do you know what I mean? Like for me, when the Empress is in the room, so are all the queens. And so because I know that the Empress is comprised of all the queens' energy, it tells me that maybe that they're stepping back on something, or the Empress isn't quite in balance. Could be the Queen of Wands, because we are looking at the Nine of Wands. And I think that speaking to this Empress would help you drop some burdens. I don't know that you can approach this one, though. I'm not really sure that this person is ready to speak with you. I think that the Queen of Wands, or the Empress, might be in the reverse because of the Queen of Wands. Because I think you want to drop burdens here, but I don't think the Empress is really giving you any attention. I think the attention is on themselves. And sometimes it's necessary, right? To get ourselves, to get our shit right again. We have to go within. Absolutely. There's an Ace of Pentacles here. I want to say that the ships that are coming in for you, Libra, it feels like are quite abundant. So the ships that are coming in, I feel like that you, in order to be able for your ships to come in, I think that you had to walk away from something or disconnect from something. Now, this could probably be this week, but it feels like it could be around the full moon, because I am looking at a full moon there. I feel like you're using your gut. It feels like where you are right now, you're not unhappy. Like the Eight of Cups isn't a place where you're unhappy. It's 8 cups full, right? But I think that the universe is kind of tugging at you saying, look, there's still 2 cups out there. It feels like you want to go look for love. I feel like that if somebody has offered you their love or affection, and you decided no, I think it was because of fear. If it's the other way around, maybe you offered a cup to the Empress. Maybe the Empress is the one that said no, or just didn't answer. I really do think things are going to get better. Look, we have the Ace of Pentacles here. There's something that is really abundant that is right at your back here. I think that you're going to experience this soon. It could be money. There could be something fortunate happening in your pentacle world. Maybe you move to a bigger apartment, or you buy a house, or, you know, it feels like something extravagant is going to happen here, and it's going to be in your pentacle life. I feel like it's abundance. So I don't know if that is a new home, or if that is family for you. Take it as it resonates. Sorry, the windows are open. You're going to hear sirens. All right. We have the 10 of Swords. Hang on just a second. Okay, took a second. It was approaching and getting pretty loud. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. What I want to say is that there is no, that things feel like they've come to a grinding halt. I think that you did have an ending with this Empress. So now that makes a little more sense as to why the Empress is in the reverse. I don't think that it was a good ending. I think it was terrible, actually. I think it was painful and awful. And I think that things ground to a halt is what I want to say. The thing is this, is what we don't understand is things end for a reason, right? Things come to an end, cycles end for a reason, things end so other things can begin. And I feel that this was supposed to happen this way, but I also feel that you still carry a torch for this Empress. And I think that you still think about them in a family way. I think you think about them often. I think you want to communicate with them. Oof. But I think there's a realization first. I want to say that it feels like the Tower is upheaval and change, and it's hermit mode. So I feel like you need to leave the house if you're going to communicate with someone. It feels like you've been spending a lot of time by yourself, is what I want to say. The King of Swords is here, and you want truth and honesty and justice and the 4 of Wands. But look, the Empress is in the reverse. Why is the Empress in reverse, please? I think that you really still are very attracted to this person. You carry a torch for them. Tell me why the Empress is in reverse. Because the Empress is standing their ground on their feelings. It's not like this person doesn't have feelings for you. I just think that they're standing their ground with you right now. I think that this person is ready to open a new chapter in their life, and so I feel as though they are not focused on you, is what I want to say, Libra. I think that you still have, I think that you still want to try again, or you want to resurrect this, and I think you think about that a lot, because I think that there still is a lot of attraction here, even after this terrible ending, even though there's no communication. Yeah, I think it is a Taurus you might be dealing with here. And it's been a long while. It feels like it's been a long time since you had any communication with this person. I want to say that I think that what you like about them is that they are very particular. I think they're quite intelligent. I think this person is a spiritual teacher. I think that you should know that the judgment is here right now. So if you want to take your chance to try again, you can do that, to try again for a commitment here. I think you really want to work hard on it. Okay. This could be someone that you met at work as well. But I feel as though what you want is the commitment here. And I think you are thinking about trying again, because I feel like you haven't dropped this. I feel like your person is ready to begin again, but with someone else. I feel like your person never dropped feelings for you, but what I want to say is that there is somebody else who is in their realm who is of a romantic interest. So that might be why they're holding their ground with you. Maybe they're in a commitment already, and they don't want anybody to, come into the middle of that. So that could be why there is silence. I I think that you have an option to try again or walk away, and it's a 50-50 shot, right? The universe is always the lawyer, always gives the arguments, the opposing arguments, and lets you make the decision. I think it's something that you're going to think about this week, but I don't think you're executing any of it this week. All right. All right, let's take a look at you, Scorpio. Time for water. Scorpio, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you missed the announcement about the private read sale, please go to the beginning of this video. All right, Scorpio, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio, please. Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio energy, please. Scorpio. We have the Four of Cups, my friend. What's up with that? Four of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Cups for Scorpio. All right. This week, I think you're minding your business. Yeah. I think that you're in hermit mode this week. Just listening. This is no fun anymore. Why is that? Something came to the surface. It's a realization or a breakthrough. Virgo, we have Virgo energy here, and Leo. It feels like you're trying to understand something that went on in the past, or you're trying to heal from it, or you're trying to gain wisdom about it. The Four of Cups here. It feels like somebody offered you something and you said no, possibly. The Four of Cups I see is the three down here and the Ace of Cups. I don't think that you're interested in a committed anything. I don't think you have the emotional capacity to do that right now. And I don't think it's because of any reason other than you feel to me to be exhausted. Like you just don't want to deal with the feelings and the emotions anymore. I think that you're going to take some time out for yourself, because I think you've had a realization that the place that you are right now is not the place you want to be. It's sitting in energy that is better placed elsewhere. It's a lot of redundancy. I'm not sharing. Nothing's getting in, but nothing's getting out. It feels like you're wearing armor. You were dragging your heels, making some sort of decision, possibly. We've got the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is indecision. I want to say that somebody offered you something. Somebody might have offered you a cup, but I don't think that you wanted to settle down because the Three Cups are still here and present. We've got the Ace of Cups, but we've got the Three Cups here. So it feels like you're not quite ready to settle down. You're not quite ready to give someone all of your emotional energy. And I think you've been there for a little bit. I think you've been in that energy for a while because of the Five Wands. I think that I want to say that you're allowed to make the decisions you want to make for your life, Scorpio. But I think sometimes that you make decisions slowly. You know what you want, and you make the decisions, and sometimes you don't feel so good about those decisions. But in the wisdom of the hermit, I think that you're figuring out that you need to do what's best for you. You need to find your own light. It's not always about, when you meet somebody, it's not always about automatically slamming a ring on it. I think that I feel like that you are not necessarily looking at the Ace of Cups right now. It's not what you want. I don't think that you are looking to fall in love or looking to commit to in love at all. But the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I want to say that the reason that you're beating yourself up is because it took you a long time to say it, but you finally said it. You revealed something to someone because of a breakthrough that you had, a realization. You've got greater clarity on something, And the sun is here, Leo energy. The sun is here. To me, it's a breakthrough or an aha moment, or now I can see everything for miles and miles, right? You can see they're in the meadow or sitting in the grass, and it feels like you can see things from a very long distance. And so I think that in true Scorpio fashion, that you took your time going over the details, thinking about it, feeling bad about it, feeling like indecision, feeling bad about it a little bit. I think that you've been spending a lot of time by yourself or in hermit mode, thinking and trying to figure out what it is you want to do next. I think it took you a long time to reveal something here. Tell me what that was. What did Scorpio reveal? The moon is here. Temperance is in the reverse. Interesting. All right. So we have Seven of Swords is in the reverse. We have the moon in the reverse. It's almost like it feels if this is a relationship that it was moving too quickly for you. The realization is, I want to move slower. I'll tell you why. I feel like the moon is telling me that you revealed something to someone that you had hidden before, and it was the wrong time to say it. Hang on. Tell me why Temperance is in the reverse. It was harsh. It was like Six of Wands. Six of Wands is in the reverse. I've got no victory here. It's almost as if I feel in your psychic energy that you see to the future. And it was like it's a realization that either for some of you it was moving too quickly, but for others of you, I think it was, I got to tell this person something, or I need to be really honest with them, and I need to reveal something to them, and it might be that you're not ready, because Temperance is in the reverse. It's not the moment of alchemy. You're not ready. You weren't feeling it, right? And so there's no victory here. Yeah, you walked away, my friend. Okay, so I'm sorry if that's the one if you're the one I'm speaking with. Tell me what you learned in hermit mode here, or no, what was the realization? Yeah, what took you so long to make this reveal? Because you enjoyed the physical connection, I think. And I feel is that it became burdensome, that it was a physical connection that you were carrying here. And I think that while the physical connection was on par, I don't think that the emotional connection was growing, because I don't really see any cups until the Eight of Cups pops up here. And you're kind of iffy here in the iffy zone, right? The Four of Cups. It's like it's really not growing emotionally, but the physical stuff is bang on. I feel like you have a conversation about that and you end up walking away. It's like, should I work on it or should I walk away? And you decide that walking away is the thing that is going to give you balance. We are in Libra season after all. We have the Star. And now it's just going to take some healing. I think the way that you're going to heal is by being social. I think that you're going to possibly date. Maybe there's someone else that you're thinking of that you want to date, but I feel as though whatever has come to an end here, if that's what it is that you walked away from, I feel as though it's not the end. I feel like at some point you're going to get a chance to resurrect, and I think you want to heal it, and that you'll see this person again. I don't think it's over, to be honest. Scorpio, I don't think it's over, my friend. I think you'll be revisiting this in the future. All right. Sagittarius, this is you. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I am your Saggy sister. It's in my rising. Thank you so much if you're brand new here. I appreciate you. Hope to see you in the comments. And if you haven't heard about the reading sale, please go to the beginning of this video. All right, here we go, Sagittarius. What's going on here? We got the Six of Cups. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the Six of Cups. What else do we need to know about the Six of Cups, please, for Sagittarius? We have the Seven Cups. For some of you, the Six of Cups is an illusion. Yeah. The Six of Cups, I feel, was an illusion. Somebody walked away. So maybe it almost feels like somebody had decided somebody was their soulmate, and it was an illusion. I don't think this person was a soulmate. I think they may have been a karmic. I think you've known them for a long time. But I don't necessarily think that they are the soulmate. Somebody here walked away. Tell me more. We have the Two Swords and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, put one more. King of Cups. So the Two of Swords is about not really wanting to see the situation for what it really is. I really think the illusion was that you thought that this person was your soulmate. Your person that you think was your soulmate could be someone who is the Queen of Wands, feminine or masculine, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. I feel that you have big feelings for this person and that they could not make a decision about their feelings about you. The thing is this, is I think that you are emotionally available. I think that you are ready to hand someone your cup. You're ready for the 9 cups. You've got 8 and 1 in the hand of the king is 9. I feel like you had a very physical connection with someone, and because of that physical connection and a mutual attraction, I feel as though your feelings grew. I feel as though you fell deeply in love with this person. Your person could be the King of Cups. I think that the King of Cups could not make a decision. If your person is the King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, that it might be the King of Cups who couldn't make a decision. It feels like someone couldn't make a decision about their feelings because they didn't see the situation for what it was. It almost feels like this King of Cups wasn't making a decision. The illusion was they are the soulmate. They ended up walking away from you, I think. Or you sent them on their way. Yeah, that would be more something the Queen of Wands would do. Maybe you sent them on their way. But the thing is this, is I feel as though the illusion is that they were a soulmate. I think they were a karmic, and maybe you thought that they were a soulmate because you knew them for a long time. And that happens a lot, y'all. It does. We put a label on it. We treat it as such. It's true. All right. What couldn't we see here? What's going on with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups, please? Seven of Swords. It was concealed, or somebody wasn't telling the whole truth. I don't know that they were lying to you, but I don't think that they were telling you the whole truth, and you knew it. You felt it in your gut. 7 and 2 is 9. 9 swords is worry. You felt the anxiety. You felt the pangs of feeling, yeah, you just didn't feel completely settled. You worried about it all the time. You worried about this connection. And if it wasn't worry, I think that it was on your mind a lot, because we do have 9 swords here. It feels like it's something that you can't really rest from. What didn't this person tell you? They didn't tell you about the 5 of Cups, that they were feeling regretful, that they missed the partying, that the 2 of Cups is right behind this person. I feel like we really got to the deep, to the well. Yeah. Really dug very deep here. The 7 of Swords, which you don't see, that someone was wishing that it could work, but you know what? I can't ignore the 2 cups that are in the background here. It feels like the party's over, or we're not having fun anymore. It makes me sad, and I have to tell you. The well is dark, but there's a lot of wisdom. It's deep. I want to say that the Two of Swords, what somebody didn't really see is that the other person wasn't in. They weren't in. What they were concealing from you was the Five Cups. So I do believe that we're talking about someone who maybe had bigger feelings than the other person did, and maybe it went unnoticed. Somebody was not aware here. Tell me about the Eight Cups, please. Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. The Emperor walked away. Sorry, the Hierophant walked away. So the person who is the spiritual teacher possibly, or someone who is very traditional, they could be a Taurus. Someone who doesn't usually take advice from others. They like to follow their path, or, you know, maybe they're religious and they listen to a doctrine and that's how they run their life. This could also be traditions that are handed down through the family that, you know, there's something that we just don't do in our family. And I think that this person walked away because of their traditions and their inability to change their mind about the situation. They walked away from commitment ultimately. Excuse me. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Somebody had a realization about the commitment. We have the Six Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody wasn't giving reciprocity. So I think that you're the person who was like the overgiver. I think you were overgiving to this person. I don't think that they had an intention of staying or having a commitment with you. I'm sorry. I don't like to say it like I'm ordering dinner. Really, I'm so sorry if that's you. I feel like somebody is sort of, they faced you as kind of unfeeling almost. And I feel like they couldn't see your side. I feel like you're the one that's more aware than the person who is stuck in their traditions. And I think that they stopped giving you reciprocity, my friend. I think that there is silence currently right now with you and possibly a Taurus. I've got Temperance in the reverse. I feel as though it's time for you to work on you. Yeah. Temperance in the reverse is, I don't feel well. I'm just not, you know, it's like feeling stuck, not really having any balance. I think you do want to talk with this person, but I'm going to say with the Temperance in the reverse and the Artist here, it feels like you need to paint a new world. Like you need to move on. Yeah, it's time for your energy to move forward here. The Eight of Wands. It's time for you to take your vision forward or your dreams forward. Whatever you've been writing in your journal about, whatever you've been wanting to do. Did you want to sell your house and go live in a shack on the beaches somewhere hot? I feel like you need to realize your dreams. And I want to say that with Temperance in the reverse, it feels like you feel like things never work out for you. That it's never going to be your time. The Knight of Swords. I feel like you still want to tell your side here, because I think you're still very much in love with this person and very attracted to them. And the King of Wands is here, but I do feel like your person is someone who moves impulsively. They are the Emperor, but they're showing up as the King of Wands, the one who is quenching their own passions first. This person is about themselves. They're not about you, but you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. They might, you know, you might be a great match as it is in a physical connection, but I don't think there's any balance between you. I think it's an imbalance because you have more love for this person than they have for you. And I'm not saying they don't love you. Maybe they have said it, maybe they haven't, but this person is someone who's quenching their own thirsts first. Yeah, I think with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, I feel like you want to declare your love to them. And I think that what they're in it for is the physical connection. I think it's just time to really move forward here. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Look, it could be a test. It could be, do you want to be stuck in this cycle again with the King of Wands? Because the King of Wands brings out the Queen of Wands, right? You could be the Empress. But also I feel like you're showing all of this, you're showing love to this person and kindness and stability, protection. And I think that this person's interested in a physical connection because they're interested in the Ace of Wands and maybe a little bit of the Knight of Cups. You know, they want to feel comfortable while they're having their physical connection. So this person could be a Taurus. They don't have to be. We also have Piscean energy here. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo in the Wheel of Fortune. Look, things are about to get great for you. Regardless of what happens with your person, things are about to get amazeballs. There's going to be a lot of changes, and I think these are one of the changes of the things that maybe don't look great right now, but in the future are going to just pay out amazing for you. Yeah, I think your person was that the Two of Swords. I don't think that they could make a decision about love. I think that's a realization that you have this week, and I think it puts you here, unfortunately, is the Eight of Swords. All right, all right. Capricorn, this is you, my friend. Capricorn, thank you so much for your attention on my last video. I do now monthly readings for Capricorn, and you will have one coming up this week because it will be coming up at the end of this month for the month ahead for you guys. So we got almost 500 views on that video. So thank you for all of you that participated and were in the comments and the thumbs up, and I appreciate you so, so much. Let's get acquainted here, figure out what's going on. All right. So Capricorn, this is for you for this week. Sneak peek for this week. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, tell me about Capricorn. This week for Capricorn, please. Oh, there you go. Capricorn energy shows up. I think that you've been closed off to someone that you see as very toxic. The Page of Swords tells me that we have reduced to watching. We may no longer be talking. I feel like the reason that you are closed off or shut down from a person here is because you came upon some information. After digging up some information on someone, it was unfavorable. It turned out to be that somebody here, a person, I think, was very toxic. It could be a job, absolutely it could be, that maybe after doing a little bit more research on the company, you realize that they really are terrible to work for. So what I want to say is we've got the Page of Swords and the Devil, who is Capricorn energy. So I want to say that, yeah, that there's something terrible that you found out that has put you in a place of the Four of Pentacles. You're not sharing anything anymore. You're not vulnerable. You're shut down. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. Could have been someone that you lived with. The Four of Wands is here. Someone that you shared a home with. Had stability in a relationship. You probably lived together, maybe amalgamated your families. If you have children. Oh boy. So Capricorn, it looks like there is something you dug into here. You dug into the moon energy. You decided you needed the information or the knowledge. And I think what you came across was something that was pretty dark and toxic. I'm sorry. And that's why we've got you in the fours here. So I feel like you were in a live-in relationship with someone possibly that turned very codependent. And codependency is when you just are never away from that person. So I feel like it's codependency or that there's an attachment here. The moon energy. Things are not as they appear. You didn't see it. You didn't see it, but I think you came across it. Either it came to you as information or, yeah, That's the thing is about the Page of Swords is the Page of Swords is Aquarius to me, and Aquarius gets to the bottom of the damn thing. Like, the Aquarius isn't leaving anything unturned. No, I don't. It's not okay to know that I was right. I need to know why I was right. Like, I feel like you really did a deep dive on something, and it was something that you had no idea about or was concealed from you. I feel like the toxic stuff was in the moon energy, and you didn't realize that you were living with someone like that. Oh, it almost feels like a bit of victory. It almost feels like I'm really glad that I know it now, Elsie. And so I feel that energy here, that the Six of Wands is about victory, but understand it's victory after the fight or after the war. It's almost as if you feel a little bit relieved. You feel a little bit relieved because you know what it was? Capricorn, you're stuck to the ground, just like Virgo and Taurus. And you're very... You know, when you have a feeling or a vibration, you need to go with it. I think you ignored the gut. I think you ignored this energy, Cancer, Pisces energy. Like, you ignored your spidey senses were tingling, and I feel like you just ignored it. We've got 6 and 4 is 10. So I feel like once whatever was in the moon is revealed to you, it almost gives relief. It allows you to drop some burdens here. Whew, well, that makes me feel a little better, that it feels like you have unloaded something that you were carrying around that was very heavy and dark. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the moon. What is it that you found in the moon energy? Ooh, boy, you found an ending. So you got some information that taught you a lesson and closed a cycle. You decided that's it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I don't care. Whatever else is in the moon energy can stay there. I got a glimpse of it and I don't want it. The world is here. I'm going to close this chapter. I'm going to put the wood panels up and I'm going to nail in those nails, and nobody's getting through that door. I'm not going back there. I'm never going to do that to myself again. It's a lesson learned. It's karmic. It's a karmic lesson. You learned something about the Knight of Wands. Somebody who was not giving you stability. Someone who is maybe romancing you, but someone who possibly was with other people or was not true to you. They're possibly someone who is not giving you stability, but I think that the Knight of Wands is giving me the energy with the Knight of Cups. The reason that you closed the chapter is because this person had other people that they were romancing here. I think you had big love for this person. I'm sorry. We have the 7 of Pentacles, so you're waiting for your 9 of Cups. Yeah, I think you end up single here. But boy, there's a lesson learned. I think that you have become spiritually enlightened because of whatever happened in this situation here. Tell me about the moon and the devil. Because it's like you were living with the devil, is what I want to say. Somebody who is really hard on you, or somebody who is really critical of you, someone who made you feel like terrible about yourself. That's what the devil is, right? The devil, and what people didn't see in the moon is that you weren't saying a word. We have the 2 of Swords, we have the 8 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Swords. So I think that it was kind of for you out of sight, out of mind. You didn't want to close a chapter. You didn't want to upset the 4 of Wands. It feels like with the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, it's like you were stuck in your mind. You didn't know what to do. You knew that there were some lies floating about. 7 of Swords is here. I think it's because of the lies that were unearthed in the moon energy that I feel you had to make this decision with the World card. The 2 of Swords, though, in the upright tells me that you had the rosy colored glasses on, my friend. You didn't want to see the situation for what it was. You waited on it, the 8 of Swords. You couldn't make a decision. You were up in your head and you were thinking about it obsessively, and it was because the universe was trying to flag you and let you know what was going on. There was a lot of secrets hiding in the moon energy. Look, there's healing here. You're always going to feel remorseful. You're going to feel regret. You probably put a long time into this relationship because it did go to the place where we're living together. You could have been dealing with a Virgo, a Taurus, could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, could be dealing with Capricorn, that is you though, could be another Capricorn, and we've got Cancer here on the bottom of the deck. Look, I think you're out. Yeah, I think you're out. I think there was financial problems here, but I think that you had a lot of love for this person and you did your best. You tried to make it into a commitment, right? You wanted to be committed to this person. You wanted to be married to them. But I think this person let you down. We've got Hermit energy. We've got the Five of Cups, which is, I think that you're experiencing right now regret from the past. But look, the regret from the past does nothing but turns itself into wisdom. That's the beautiful alchemy of being in the hermit mode, being by yourself and making wisdom out of the things that went wrong in the past and not feeling bad about it, but taking the lesson, because the suffering is here, right? And without the lesson, that's all it is suffering. You must take the lesson in order to heal. And I think the lesson here is listen to your gut, because I think you knew this was going down for the longest time. When it began to get quiet in the relationship, I think that you knew this was going on here, but you were too afraid, because you've been hurt this way before, you were too afraid to say anything. Yeah, I feel like you were doing well financially, but in the meantime, you're financial and this person's in the King of Wands. So I feel like somebody was being impulsive with their energy and you're the one out there making a home and being stable and having stability. And, you know, the King of Pentacles is here, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I think you just didn't want to say anything because you didn't want to break up the relationship, but now we're no longer even friends. Yeah. You love this person, but you don't like them. Those are two different things, right? I think that you're off on a new path, my friend. The Chariot is here, which is quick moving energy, is emotional energy. Two of Wands, I'm making a different decision. There we go. Going to open a new conversation with someone. Maybe you're getting back on the apps. Yeah, it feels like you're communicating with other people now. You're on a new path. I feel like it's moving quickly, and I don't think you're even friends with this person anymore, or you don't want to be. Take it as it resonates, my friend. All right, Aquarius. This is you, my friend. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you for clicking here, Aquarius. If you missed the reading sale, please just scroll back to the beginning of this video. You'll see it there. Everything you need is there. All right, Aquarius, here we go. This is for this week. Oh, okay. Now, okay, we'll take it. Thank you. We've got Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please, for this week. This is a sneak peek for this week for Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius, please. All right. Oops. Aquarius, I think for some of you that you're planning a move, that you might be looking around at your surroundings at home. I feel like the Four of Wands is telling me that you're looking around the home and wondering if this is the place that gives you stability. Is it the place that grounds you? Is it your pentacle place? Is it the place that gives you stability? Are you comfortable here? The Ace of Pentacles is here, and I'm looking at two pentacles here, which tells me that possibly you're afraid that if you sell the house that you're not going to get a lot of money for it. I think you're already the King of Pentacles, though. I think you already have more than you need if I'm connecting with you. You might be someone who's really good with money, and maybe you don't have a lot, but you're really good with the money that you've got. You take really good care of it. I think you're really responsible with your home. I think you're responsible with money. For some of you, the King of Pentacles is coming home. King of Pentacles is Taurus, but also Virgo and Capricorn. in this reading. If this is about the sale of a home or moving, I feel like you do get market value for your home. I feel that whatever the appraisal amount is, I feel you get maybe a little bit more than that, but I feel as though there might be, it might come back to you in escrow that you need to do a lot of repairs or something like that. It's almost like the reason that you get market value for it is because you might have to put a lot of money into it, or you might have to change the structure, or just, update the inside or something that is going to make you be giving your money to this one, to that one, a contractor, a painter. That's what it feels like the Six of Pentacles is giving to me, because it's connected to the home and your pentacles. So I feel like you're paying money out to all of these different people. There's lots of communication going back and forth because something is about to change. It feels like there is something that is to be very abundant that is to happen here. And it has to do with, I feel, a change that's coming in your home. Either you're gutting it and redoing it, or you're moving to a different one. Take it as it resonates. It is all about the Pentacle life. And it's about really trying to make the dollar stretch. Aquarius, you could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For some of you, if this is a relationship reading for you, I feel as though that, yeah, I said it before. I feel like I just heard. I'm hearing the song. I think it's Kanye West and someone else. I'm sorry, I don't know who else. Kanye West raps on it, but somebody in the background sings, "I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home." That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I think Kanye West raps on that song. I feel like somebody's coming home. The King of Pentacles. So this is the one who is grown. This one is the one who is looking for marriage, looking for love, looking to be a father or a mother, feminine or masculine. Take it as it resonates. Someone who looks like a man could have feminine energy. This is predominantly masculine leaning energy for me, so it does feel like somebody is coming back like with a lot of money. Like maybe they've been overseas. And if you have been serving, thank you for doing that. But it feels like maybe someone's been overseas and maybe they've been making a lot of money while they're away. Maybe they work in oil, or, they're making a lot of money while they're away. And when they come back, life changes. If this is a relationship reading, it's like when they come back to you, life changes. Big changes. Communication begins. We start to work together. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We're giving each other reciprocity. We've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Coming up in the future here. Interesting. There is a Tower coming. So there is some upheaval and change coming here. And I was feeling it like that this person has been away for a while. So I don't know if you haven't seen them and like your lives have gone different directions, and this is someone that you're meeting again for the first time. Now they're a king, and maybe they weren't a king before. Maybe they were a page or a knight, right? And it feels like somebody's coming back home. And when they come back home, a lot of stuff is going to go down. So first of all, they cause a tower. And it feels like the Tower is a realization. It's a realization for you, Aquarius, that this person is coming in really solid and grounded, and someone who really wants to it feels like it's about to get super exciting is what I want to say. Things are about to get super exciting for you. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Look, I feel like this upheaval and this change here, it doesn't look the best. It doesn't feel the best. It doesn't feel great. But I feel as though it's here. I feel like somebody is coming in with great passion. Somebody who maybe left your life because they had to go on their own path and they were making their own decisions about life. I feel like you waited and here they come. They might be coming back, right? For some of you, they're coming home. I feel like you get some sort of communication You get some sort of communication here from someone that you haven't spoken with in a very long time. But I think that you knew that you were going to get this communication. I think you knew it. Just listening. Yeah, this is life-changing. It's like a life-changing moment here. You could be dealing with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Aquarius. Oh, that is your wheel, Aquarius. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. We've got Pisces now as well. There is a decision that has to be made here when this person comes back. Look, I think that you're really attracted to this person, and I think that in the past they haven't given you much in terms of stability. I think that you want to work with them. I think you see victory with them. I think you're willing to give them reciprocity. I feel as though this person comes back and either you guys move into your own home together or you start saving for a home. But I feel like for some of you, it starts, yeah, this person coming back really is what starts this victory here. This is part of the victory. It almost feels like somebody comes back, like it's the two wands, and one is three. The ships that are coming in are victory and a lot of attention. And I'm willing to work on it. It feels like somebody's coming back because they're willing to work on it now. Yeah, somebody who moved on from you here. We have the Sun, someone who wants to be seen by the Empress. So if you are the Empress, this is your person. Or maybe the Empress is your person, or maybe that's you. You know, this is the energy of Venusian energy, Libra and Taurus, but the Empress is an energy of all of the queens. So if you are in that part of your life, I feel like you are about to be surprised or realized or see something really clearly after an ending. Somebody who left and moved on, I feel, is on their way back, my friend. And I feel like it comes in with a Tower, Scorpio energy. All right, see what comes up for you this week. All right, this is you, Pisces. Pisces, I am also your two fishes friend. It is in my moon sign. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. This is your sneak peek for this week, Pisces. Thank you so much for the ways that you've been loving on this channel. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, and if you missed the sale for readings, please go to the beginning of this video. So we have the Seven of Wands, which has come out on its side, which is the challenge. So we're holding ground or holding our ground. It's almost like somebody's trying to protect themselves from something. What is this? We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. All right. So we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to wait anymore. The Page of Wands is in the reverse. They don't want to wait anymore, but they are holding back. They're holding back because it feels defensive or somebody is holding their ground. The Six of Wands is in the reverse as well, which tells me no victory. So somebody's holding themselves back from you, I feel, who's not saying anything. But look, we're in Wands. All of this is in Wands. You're dealing with someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It feels like somebody who really is usually very forward, or someone who usually goes after their dreams or follows their passions. It feels like somebody has stopped for some reason. The Page of Wands being in the reverse is I'm not putting in the energy. I'm not, it's somebody who is very, someone who really wasn't very planned, but maybe very, how do you say? Someone who is very, who did things on the spur of the moment, you know, didn't really think things out. It feels like somebody The person who is holding their ground is actually holding back, like they're holding back their impulsive energy. That's what it is. I couldn't find the word. So the Page of Wands being in the reverse is like somebody is trying to tame themselves or hold back their impulsive energy. We've got the Three of Wands here, which tells me that somebody doesn't want to wait anymore, but they are holding back or holding their ground. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse, which tells me that this person feels like someone is ignoring them or not giving them any attention. And so they don't have any victory. Somebody here wants your attention, Pisces. Got the Seven Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Excuse me. The Seven Cups. This is really overwhelming for them, Pisces. That's what it feels like. This person is not used to holding themselves back. They are somebody who is a fire sign. They are used to quenching their impulsivities. They're used to getting what they want when they want to have it. They always get the victory. A lot of people give them attention. They're probably very good looking and they can't get it with you. And it's confusing. It's causing them to hold their ground. The Three of Wands is in the reverse, which tells me they don't really want to wait, that they do want to reach out. Ace of Swords. They want to communicate with you, but to them it feels very overwhelming because I don't think this person's used to having to chase people. I feel like this person is very charismatic or very good looking or someone that a lot of people like their meat suit, right? They came here with a fortunate meat suit. I feel like this person is super attractive. But I feel like they're not used to having to chase for passion. And I think you've confused them because you've put them in the Seven of Cups, which is, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Holding my ground, feeling overwhelmed while I hold my ground, but I don't want to wait anymore. I want to make communication with this person. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. Look, something is about to go off here. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody is coming back to you with some romantic energy to tell you that they now want to work on it. What? What's going on? The wheel here is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy, but understand it's changes that look or feel terrible on the surface. They could be uncomfortable changes. They're not always, but they're changes nonetheless, and people don't like change. We like to do the status quo. And when something falls out of line, it doesn't feel good. So I'm going to say that these changes, that things are about to change here. And I think it's because somebody's been holding themselves back, holding back their passions. It feels like someone's in the slingshot, my friend. And they're about to let it go. And it's going to explode. That's what it feels like. They're going to launch themselves right into your life with this Ace of Swords. Look, the Ace of Swords isn't the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Swords is, I got something to say. I need clarity. I've got something that I need to ask you, and I want you to be blatantly, honestly, and terribly clear with me. Because I don't want to feel in this Seven of Cups anymore. I don't understand why the Six of Wands is in the reverse. Your person doesn't understand why you're not noticing them or how you can ignore them. It makes them feel like, wait, am I not good enough? Tower's coming. And the Empress. The King of Wands. There he is. There we go. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. Look, you know what you're doing, right? You are pushing away the King of Wands. I feel like if it were to come about and you were to end up in a relationship with the King of Wands, I feel like you'd be happy with that in a long-term relationship, something that's solid and committed. But I feel that this person is realizing that you're the Empress. You do not chase. And it confuses this person because they're beautiful and everyone chases them, feminine or masculine. Everyone chases them and you're not chasing. And it's confusing. Very interesting. Tell me why this person, what this person wants to say and why don't they want to wait anymore? This feels like somebody really wants to talk to you. I think you're going to get some communication, to be honest, this week. I feel like somebody is going to communicate with you. We have the Nine of Cups. Look, it's going to be good communication. Somebody doesn't want to wait to tell you that they have a lot of feelings for you. Between the Seven and the Nine of Cups, right? We have the Temperance. This person is realizing that you are the wish fulfillment. It gives them pause when they think about you. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel healed. I think you make them feel healed. They feel like you are the wish fulfillment that was sent to them to make them feel good. And I don't mean in a physical way. I mean that you give this person balance and healing and understanding, and you're soft and kind. You could be masculine, but I feel like you have the ability, whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like you have the ability to automatically balance people out or make them feel safe, or do you know what I mean? It feels like a stability thing here. I feel like your person who could be Leo, Six of Wands, could be Leo, King of Wands. I feel like your person is somebody who knows that they feel very balanced around you, and that makes them feel like you are the wish fulfillment. I think that's what they want to talk to you about. I think that they probably disconnected from you, or that they, the Eight of Cups being here, they walked away. Could have been on the last full moon. Tell me about this Ace of Swords, please, for Pisces. Queen of Wands. So they are very attracted to you, and they see you as a soulmate. You're also very attracted to them. I think it's been taking a long while for this thing to move forward. The Chariot's here, but Cancer energy. Cancer energy is all about keeping it under the surface, right? Not necessarily showing you all my cards, but I think I want to move forward. I think for you, it's taken a long time for you to wait for this king to come back around, I want to say. Well, of course, this is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. We're in a general reading, right? So regardless of that, they are some sort of fire sign, or they do have prominent fire. I think you have fire too. I think that's how you match them in this energy. I think that's why they see you as the soulmate in fire. They see you as someone who's unstoppable, and they know that they are also unstoppable. So I don't think it's only the physical connection they're looking at here. I feel like this person over a long time has thought about you, and they know that you are the stability and the happiness that they seek. You give them balance and healing. So yes, I feel like there is, there it is, the Lovers. So you are a soulmate connection for them. This is your soulmate, and that's why you feel so connected to them, for sure. And they could be Gemini, they don't have to be, but I feel like there's somebody here who has a deep connection to you. You know this person is your soulmate. Look, I think that you dream about this person and being in love with them, and the way they look at you and the way they touch you, and like it feels very romantic. Yeah. But I think you've been waiting for them a long time, for them to take action, because you're the Empress and you don't chase. You're right here. I feel like it does cause a tower for you. There is going to be upheaval and change when this person comes back round telling you, in the King of Wands fashion, that they want this long-term relationship with you. It feels like that they have come to a realization that they need to tell you something. Yeah, I feel like this person feels like, I think that they feel like Temperance and the Star when they're with you. You give them a lot of attention, and I think that you heal them and you feel very connected to them. This person does want you to know that, but I also feel like they're hoping that you feel the same with the Two of Pentacles. I don't think that they are sure of it. Also, I think that this person is very, very busy. And so the problem is, do I have enough courage? Do I have enough inner strength to be able to carry on with my busy life, to be able to be in a relationship? Because the King of Wands isn't one that's easy to tame. I'm just saying, unless they see a soulmate, chances are it's unlikely they end up as a couple. But this is a power couple. This is a couple that will achieve at a fast rate. Queen of Swords. This person's speaking up. They're going to liberate themselves. We have the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to change your life. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Oh, this person has grown. They've gone from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands, and you don't know it because you haven't seen the transformation. The Ace of Pentacles is here. They're bringing the Ace of Pentacles with them and the Ace of Wands. Look, they're really serious. They're coming to liberate themselves. They're trying to muster the strength or the courage to come forward. A lot of inner courage is happening now. They're building their strength inwardly so they can say what they need to say to you. I think someone is coming back to tell you that you were right. They are your person. Yep, that's what it feels like, my sweet. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching this. I do appreciate you oh so much. And I will be back because I'm always back. I'll come back with your readings later in the week. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.